So I'm about to do a day in Sunny's life on a day off. So basically, I have a day off today. I was still supposed to get up at 9 a.m., but I got up at 11 a.m. But I mean, no one's perfect, you know. Sometimes you just gotta take that extra or 2 hours in this case. But yeah, I'll show you exactly what I do all day. So if you're about that and you want to see that, let's get it. So basically, if you've been watching my habits videos, like how to increase productivity, you know I'm gonna start with my push-ups. I usually do this without a shirt on and my underwear, but you know, just trying to keep it PG-13 on YouTube right here. So let's start these push-ups. So I increased them from 10 to 20 now, just because 10 was getting a little too easy. The heart wasn't pumping as fast. So the second thing I did was make my bed, right? I will be cleaning my room today as well after the washing my face. I was supposed to shower today, but I'm not gonna shower because I have basketball in like an hour, so I'd rather just wash my face and not. So let's do a quick check. If you watch my videos, what's my four-step skincare routine? So yeah, we got the face wash first, the snail, that's almost done, so I have to get that. The moisturizer, and then the sunscreen. That's my four-step skincare routine, and you know, the lifestyle is drilled into my routine. Just finished my meditation, and I highly recommend meditating in the morning just because like I feel so focused now, and like my mind, like it literally says declutter the mind, and my mind feels like it's decluttered. Like I'm not thinking about too many things at once. It's just I'm just looking at the task ahead, and that's what's gonna happen. So basically, I actually had a meeting with one of my buddies in India for some AI project we're doing, but unfortunately he had to cancel. So that's the reason I adapted to playing basketball instead. So I just changed one part of my day into another, and whereas before I would just, you know, just think of that as a free period and just not do anything and just lay in bed or something or get lazy. But I think this is a better alternative because I get to socialize with my boys from high school and stuff. So I'm gonna go play basketball now. So now I'm just making my breakfast. I got my peanut butter sandwich right here. I got my coffee, and I got my protein bar, which I'll eat after basketball. So the coffee, I'm cutting it down to one coffee a day, unless it's a really busy day and I didn't sleep, then I'll do two, but I'm trying to do one, just because I don't like being dependent on stuff, and I feel like coffee, I'm kind of dependent on it, but that's okay. And after my basketball, I will come clean, and it's cleaning and laundry day today, so I will be doing laundry, and I try to rep this shirt wherever I go. Friends and family sometimes make fun of me, but I think it wouldn't be fair to myself if I didn't wear the shirt, because I put in enough hours of hard work to say that I'm doing YouTube. So yeah, I think that kind of symbolizes that as well. So I'm wearing that as well. And interesting fact about my peanut butter sandwiches, it's crazy. My grandma was 87 years old, but she used to still make me peanut butter sandwich every morning, and I would tell her not to. She just did it, and that's that. I just want to mention that story, just to mention that grieving is like a forever thing. It's a process. You don't really get over it ever. Like there's still things that remind me of my dad as well. So it's just like something you just gotta live with and be better at handling. Whereas before I would just break down crying every time. Now I appreciate what she did for me, so that's something that's different. Although it's super sad still, but it's kind of taking it into a different direction. So whatever helps you cope, I think, is okay, because no one grieves the same. Grieving is very unique to an individual and to the bond they had with the other individual or the thing or whatever it was. So yeah, just my 2 cents on that, and I'll see. So I forgot to mention that I do eat cashews, a handful, and a banana as well. I'll go over like my cutting routine. So I started the cutting routine yesterday. So hopefully in like 6 weeks you will see some abs. So when I'm driving, I usually don't listen to music unless like Karan Aujla or something, like, you know, just release some banger. So yesterday I was listening to Winning Speech all day. So What I do instead when I drive is I just call someone. Like, for instance, if I want to catch up with someone, just ask my fiance how her day is and all that stuff. So I'll just call them if they're free, and or just call someone in terms of like learning from them. I love learning like about new strategies for different type of investments and stuff like that. So in this time, I'll usually call them as well. If it's a very serious call, I won't call while I'm driving, but otherwise I will. Just like, you know, pick their brain a little bit. I love picking the brain of experts just to like learn from them, because I feel like you cannot be an expert in everything. So pick and choose, go to people that are experts and just learn from them, right? Like it's a lot easy. Like, I'm an auditory learner. I love learning from listening, like visualizing and listening. I hate reading, although I have to at certain times. I don't know, I just don't like reading. So whenever I'm reading a book too, I'd rather just do the audiobook and just listen to it. It's just something that's more just the way I learn. It's just a preference for sure. Other than that, like, how'd you guys like the proposal? Pretty unique, eh? Yeah, it was wild. I did not expect it to be that beautiful. Like, I never get nervous. Like, I do, but if I prep for something hard enough, I don't usually get nervous for things. However, for that proposal, I just like, I started shaking when I was actually in the moment proposing. I knew Hero was gonna say yes, or she ended up saying of course, but I knew she was gonna say that. And I completely blindsided her. I knew she was gonna say that. It's just, I don't know. It's just, it was just, I feel like it's such a pivotal moment in our relationship, and it kind of opened a new chapter in my life as well. So because of that, it was just very, like, I guess it was, as I was reflecting, I think it's because of that, like, it was kind of anxiety provoking for sure. But hey, it was beautiful, and I still can't believe it happened. Like, I did it, and yeah, it's pretty wild. But yeah, if I'll make a video on that as well, like how it all kind of panned out, and like where to go. And it wasn't too expensive, because recently another buddy of mine did something similar, and theirs was quite expensive. Whereas what I did, I don't think it was that bad, because I didn't have any decorations or anything. It was literally, Santorini is a decoration. It's just beautiful in it of itself, so you don't really need anything additional to it. So luckily, because of that, you know, it worked out, and it wasn't that expensive because of that. I mean, the Euros always hit, but it was still pretty solid. But yeah, I'll see you guys at basketball. Enough of Sunny talking on Sunny Talks, you know? So I'll see you at basketball in a bit. Oh, I forgot to mention, I wanted to not really give advice, but just recommend something, where one of my like baby cousins, he was just asking, like, Sunny, I just started making money, like, what can I do with it? And I would recommend, if it's money that you can lose and you still have a roof over your head and all that stuff, I would recommend just getting into the stock market. And don't do it through, like, go to your bank, and you'll already have an account if you're 18. And then just with that money, just start playing in the stock market. And the reason I say that is because if you simulate, like, if you play with fake money, you're not gonna feel the real emotions of losing the money. But if you play with the real money, like, you're gonna feel those emotions. So, like, Warren Buffett always said, like, I always go with this principle. Like, I think this is the biggest thing with the stock market, from my experience over like 5.5 years, is don't lose money. Just don't lose money. Put those limit sells in place. Just lose as much as you're comfortable with, and sometimes that happens, and that's okay. It's better to lose that 10% that you're comfortable with than losing the 60% because you just kept holding, right? And some stocks are just hyped up, some stocks are meme stocks. Like, it's just not feasible for them to stay at that high level that they were at. So they're just not worth that much, and they might drop 60-70%, and that's happened to me too. So luckily I didn't put too much, but it's good because then you feel those emotions. And I told them straight up, like, just get into the stock market, study the stocks. Like, first do your due diligence, right? Look at what their PE ratio is, look at how much, what's their culture like, what's their market cap, Do you believe in the company? All those things, like what are their profit margins, like everything, and then start investing. Market caps aren't really predictive of a value of a company. Like sometimes they're super undervalued, sometimes they're super inflated, and those are things that you just gotta learn. And the biggest thing about the stock market is experience. So he's about 17 years old, and I told him straight up, like, just start playing with that money. And if you lose it, that's okay, because you got a roof over your head. You won't miss your meals or anything, and you can make that money back. It's better to lose a couple hundred in the beginning than to start losing thousands later on, right? And I always look at things based on percentages. I don't really look at it in terms of money. So let's say if I lose 10K, that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, like, what percent did I lose? Like, let's say that was 30%, and that's way too much of a loss. Like, you, in order to make that 30% back, like, you gotta grind. Like, in terms of investing, you have to grind, not in terms of just making it from your 9 to 5. Because let's say you lost $2,000 and that was 30%. Yeah, you can make that in one bi-weekly check, right? That's not the issue. The issue is the percent that you lost. Now, in order to make that $2,000 with another investment, with the same amount of money that you started off with, that's difficult. Now, that's very difficult. I'm saying, like, just play with that money, go in the stock market, learn, experience, and then when you're with the big money, like, you won't lose it, and you'll minimize your losses. You do better with the profits, because I don't maximize my profits as well. Like, when I'm winning, I just kind of, like, look at it and I'm like, is this okay? Like, if I'm okay with this kind of winning, I try to stay away from being greedy, and I just take it out. The only place I am greedy in is crypto, but that's the money that if I lose it all, like, I don't care. Like, it just, I have to live with it. That's something I'm okay with, because it's, the volatility is crazy, and it's 24/7 market, right? And it's just moving all the time. Like, my portfolio recently, it's crazy. Like, I check it every other day, and then sometimes it's up 10%, sometimes it's down for 10%, sometimes it's down 15, sometimes it's up 7. Like, it's just up and down, up and down. But that's not what I'm doing with it. What I already have these limit sells in place for the profits that I want, and if it reaches that level, that's cool. But if it doesn't, then I'm willing to lose it all. Like that. That's the amount of money that I played with, and yeah. So it's about I would say 2% of my net worth. Crypto's 2% of my net worth. So play with it if you're willing to lose that 2%. But yeah, otherwise don't. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. And yeah, let's go play basketball. So what up, everyone? I just picked up my brother-in-law, Gunver.
Yo, boys.
Yeah, and then we headed for a haircut. So just about to get that fresh fade. You know how it is. That's swish. Got those fresh fades. Boy, too, sheesh. Looking kind of fire. And yeah, now back to business, going back home, and gotta take care of some YouTube stuff. So editing for 2 of my latest videos, and then I'm gonna have a podcast. So that's kind of the day, and then we'll end it off with some journaling and meditation. So maybe some Netflix if I have half an hour, but we'll see. So yeah, this man got me to cave in for some nice shoulder pure. I got butter chicken, and I'll be waiting for that. So it's cheat day today. Time for some vacuuming. Getting tired. But yeah, time for some vacuuming, because the room's kind of... I'm back in my room. I just finished my YouTube video as well. I'll just be doing my podcast soon. Like, my buddy Matthias is going to be interviewing me, so I'll be a part of his podcast as a guest. I'll be doing that at about 10 o'clock, so 30 minutes from now. And prior to that, I'm just going to meditate, because it was a long day, and I had to clean, I had to do my laundry, and I'm ready to just, like, declutter my mind. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll keep you posted with how the podcast goes and what my nighttime routine is, kind of. And yeah, peace out. All right, that was a long day. Finally back in bed. So yeah, it was a good day. I just finished journaling. I talked about everything that went well today and everything that didn't go well. How could I improve on it? If anyone said something to me that was weird or off, I kind of just try to look at it from their perspective as well, just so I don't keep it bottled in for too long. Or if it needs addressing where I need to go speak with that individual, then I do that as well. So I think that's really good for your mental health as well. Just not bottling things up. Kind of also like just giving people benefit of doubt, kind of just understanding things from their perspective. Maybe they just didn't have a good day, or maybe they're just looking out for you and you didn't see it in that way. So it's just very important to journal in my perspective, and it also adds to your productivity as well, your efficiency throughout the day. I never blame myself if something goes wrong. What I do is like find ways to correct that. Like where could have I done better? It's more of a learning place where I come from instead of kind of just attacking myself. Like because I used to do that in the past and it was quite counterproductive because you end up getting paralyzed and you just want to sit there. But enough of me talking, and that's kind of how I reflectively journal. And yeah, yoga nidra is the meditation I do, and that completely relaxes me, which I am right now. That's why I'm kind of running out of words. But yeah, that's kind of like my day. I hope you liked that video, and if you did, please subscribe. And if you do anything that's um, like you can any advice you can give me in terms of making my routine a little bit more productive, I would love to hear that as well. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day and chat with you later. Bye.